What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today, well, as you can see, we already got the ugly camper shell, or the dad cap as people have been calling it, off of the truck. So our next step and the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to remove the emblems. Now, if you guys have watched any videos on this channel, you know I do this to just about every vehicle that I own. You can see that I took all the chrome off the side of the red Sierra, all the badges. So that is what we are going to be doing today. We are going to be using the same supplies, which I always list down below: heat gun, some fishing line, 3M adhesive remover, and an eraser wheel with my drill. And the stuff that we are going to be taking off is this black. A lot of times these trucks have chrome, but this one has black on the bottom. Somebody has already taken the SL badge off of the side, so we're going to go down the side. We are going to get the GMC logo off the back, the Sierra. This, I don't really know, this is not a Texas edition, they didn't even make those, but we're going to get that off as well. And of course the other side. So I'm not going to bore you guys with a bunch of details. I'm going to kind of time lapse this so you can see exactly how quick it can happen. And well, after that, I will tell you guys that I did, you can probably tell, but I already got the windows tinted. 5% on the side glasses, 5% on the back, 35 on the entire windshield. Now the truck is filthy. It was raining the day that I took it to get the windows tinted, but let's get started. It already looks better with the cap off, the windows tinted, but let's make it look a little nicer by taking these emblems off. So as you guys can see, that took really short. Of course, in that time lapse, it looks really quick, but it took me less than 10 minutes to do the entire truck with that fishing line. And I got a little help from the sun on the other side, but we don't want to just go ahead. Now, most of this truck's going to be resprayed, okay? So probably going to have the bed resprayed because of the dent back there, and he may have to blend into the door. But before I go crazy with my eraser wheel, we need to get some of this heavy dirt off. So dirt sets in that channel on the top, and you don't want to be raking that all over the paint, because if there's going to be an area where he's not going to paint, I don't want it to be all marred up. I'm going to paint correct this thing in the places that he doesn't respray, but let's use some soapy water, and we're just going to soak this down and clean it off a little bit before we go ahead and start using the eraser wheel. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have ever used an eraser wheel. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I use these on all my vehicles. It does not screw up the paint. It's like a big eraser that is basically has a shaft on it that you put in a cordless drill or a power drill of some sort. I like to use a cordless one because it does have a breakaway, but we're going to start taking this off, and this makes really quick work of it, or it has in the past. Now, most of the stuff I've been doing lately has been newer, so this one might be a little more stuck on being that it's an 02 truck, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and knock this out. Now that probably took less time than taking the actual trim off with the fishing line. But now we're going to use some of our 3M adhesive remover, and I promise you guys this will be the last time I talk about this stuff. Okay, maybe it won't be, but we just follow that up and get anything left behind. You might have to go over it one more time with the eraser wheel if there's some big chunks that may not come off, but this also helps loosen it up. So your second pass with the eraser wheel is a little easier when this stuff is loose, but a lot of times, like I said, you get some dirt that sets on there and it starts to eat into the clear coat. So most of the time you do have to paint correct after this, especially on an older vehicle. On my new Sierra, I didn't have that issue, but on this truck, there's like a ledge of where water and dirt has set. But I'm gonna go over it one more time with the eraser wheel, and then we'll move on. All right, so like I said, because of the age of this truck, I'm gonna have to paint correct this area, and this is the only area I'm gonna focus on today. The whole truck needs done, but like I said, I'm gonna kind of wait until I figure out what exactly we're gonna be painting. I don't think the door's gonna have to be painted other than just blended into, but there's some, I thought I got into the clear here. It's actually somebody used some two-sided tape to re-stick that on there. So I'm gonna use some M205, actually M105 and a microfiber pad, and we're gonna cut this and get rid of those two lines from that caked up dirt. I got most of the dirt off, but it's kind of etched, so we're gonna see if we can fix that. Now guys, I want you to take a look at how good this paint looks just after one pass. So I got all those imperfections out. There's a couple pieces of dust there. All those imperfections out where the tape was at. Now you can see, if you look down the side here, see if I can get it in the light. Okay, so that right there, let's see if I can get it right there. Those are just etches from dirt and debris setting on the paint, and they came out first pass. Absolutely amazing. So I love this M105 and this microfiber pad on just this cheapy Griot's Garage. Now I know that it's not the best as far as paint correction goes, but it is a best bang for the buck, I will say. I think that thing's like 150 bucks, and I'll list it down in the description as well. And you guys have seen me use it on several projects, but let's finish up this side. We'll go to the other side. I won't talk anymore, guys. I will make one more pass with some M205 and a foam pad just to clean this up a little bit, but the rest of this will be time lapse. At the end, we'll talk about kind of what our next steps are and take a look around the truck. Now that we made that first pass with that microfiber and the M105, we are going to move to an M205 and a foam pad. Like I said, I'm not going to be going real crazy here. This is probably going to be my last step. We're going to finish this side, finish the other side, and then I didn't show you guys the tailgate, but we will cut to, once I get done with this, we'll show you the completed truck. Well guys, we are all finished up. We got all of the trim off. Now you can see the dust on the top portion of the car. Now it's dirty, or the truck, I keep saying car. On the top of the truck, that M105 does kick up a bunch of dust, but we were able to get all of that shined up, all the trim off. It's never been painted, so there's not, a lot of times body shops will tape off around that so they don't have to peel it off. I was lucky that that didn't happen. The other thing is one of the SLE logos, or the SL logos, had been pulled off, and it looked like they had used some glue to put it back on. That came off. I was kind of worried about that. And well, the tailgate, like I said, we're going to be respraying it, so it's not a big deal, but I did want those out of the way. And I did go over the taillights once. I'm going to be replacing those as well. But hit that comments, guys. Let me know what you think. I didn't really mess with the bed. As you saw in my first video, we're going to have to paint this bed. And there's some issues when I took off the topper. Some of the paint popped. So we're going to have to repaint the bedside as well. So guys, we have a ton of stuff. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but it is looking less and less like an old man truck, or what I would call an old man truck with its camper shell and all its trim and all that stuff. I hate that stuff. So like I said, hit that comments. Tell me what you guys think. If you're not subscribed, you got to subscribe because we are going to be doing a ton of stuff to this truck, like I said, and there might be some surprises in the coming week. Of course, we're going to still be doing Trans Am Camaro. Maybe we'll throw the CTSV in there, do a couple things to it. And of course, we got the red truck out there, and we're going to talk about that down the road because I'm not really sure what's going on with that as far as the lowering kit, and we'll discuss that in a later video. But if you like this video, guys, smash that thumbs up button. Like I said, subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you're notified every time we drop a video, and stay tuned. See what we do next.